Welcome. Hello. I'm Brian, and I am very excited that you would take the time to dial into this online course as we start our journey on taming the inner elephant. And that is a common description of the practice of meditation and the progression that it can feel a lot like taming a giant beast. And essentially, that's what we're doing. Meditating, it is a skill that is just like learning to swim, just like going to the gym, also changing the habits and behaviors and going deeper into the design of our mind space, which includes the good, the bad, the ugly, the ego, things that we've been carrying all along. I mean, we are really doing the work here. And so I honor you for having the courage to take a step in that direction. Before we get started, I want to set some expectations, give you an overview of how this course will unfold. This course does include a couple days where you get to apply your own meditation style. So there is a little bit of homework. So what I'll be sharing are daily micro doses of eighth limb philosophy. So we'll start by using a little bit of movement, using breath, somatic techniques, sound, even some mantras, kriyas, a variety of different techniques that will start to train the brain to drop into stillness. We'll spend a couple weeks there, and then the back half of the class builds upon that with pure meditations that will be convergent to start, meaning that we will focus within. After we build that skill set and that capacity, then we'll be able to expand and become more divergent in nature. So we have topics like creativity, courage, loving kindness, presenting more empathy to ourselves and others. As a little background, I've been teaching yoga for roughly 4 or 5 years and practicing for many years prior. And what I will say that set me up to want to teach this course was I felt like there is two baby steps from going to a yoga class, enjoying Shavasana, and then figuring out how to bring that peace and that tranquility that you find in that corpse shape or when you come up from that class, and how to more optimally dial into that tranquility on a regular basis. Before we go any further, just allow yourself the humility and the grace to not have any expectation of how things should go, just to show up every day and to build that routine. That's really the number one secret to meditating, is just to have consistency and to build that over time. And you'll see that I'm sitting on a Bosu ball as you're orienting to wherever you want to dedicate your space. You just know it might be nice to sit on a block, a cushion, a book, anything that lifts the hips. As we spend more time in meditation, it can be really nice to have a little bit of relief there, as well as just to be mindful of if there's any noises, the temperature of the room, anything in your atmosphere, and for any of those factors that you can influence to take advantage of that. But at the same time, life is never 100% peace and quiet, and so as we go into these courses, if there are noises, if there are sounds, if there are pets or distractions around, just know that that only encourages your opportunity to sharpen your concentration and your focus in the present moment. There are also references to the 8 limbs of yoga and chakra anatomy. I like to honor the practice by including words of Sanskrit, but if that is not your thing, just know that you don't have to say anything that is unfamiliar. As you're preparing to meditate, just know that everyone experiences stillness differently. sometimes going inward, focusing your concentration in different places, affects us all based on our history. I'll commonly have a candle available. If you want, you can always use a downcast gaze, focusing on an object external to the body. I will often give the cue of focusing on the nose because I know that one is something I always have with me all the time. But in terms of where to focus your attention in the body, the nose seems to be most likely to not cause disruptions. This practice is also enhanced with a journal. So if you have a little notepad or something next to you, if you find an item that catches your attention, it may just be advantageous to scribble it down so that you can drop back into the meditation. And if you have questions, if you need additional support, please don't be shy to reach out to me. As we go into some of these constructs, if anything bubbles up that is not suited or not helpful for you, then just toss it out. Just don't allow that stuff to trigger anything. But at the same time, I'll share that this practice has allowed me to understand what it's like to step into the role of the observer. You'll hear that commonly in yoga, and more regularly, I can identify self-defeating thoughts at the premise as they pop up, and I know what to do with them. It took a while to build that skill, but for me, that was worth it. But I love that now I feel like I'm more in the driver's seat, and I hope that through this experience that you will find that as well. Whenever you're ready, our first day is going to be learning the bee's breath. And whenever you're ready, click on over to that video. Thank you for the commitment and the courage to make a change, and I look forward to this journey with you. Namaste.